This product right here is exactly why I test stuff for a longer period of time. And guess what? I love everything else about this tank but the coil heads, and the coil heads kill it. Airflow is fantastic. The way they designed the coil heads as far as airflow, it's awesome. Top fill's awesome. The way you can lock this thing to where the tank doesn't come apart, you can lock it, unlock it, you'll see in the close-ups. Other than that, flavor's garbage. Tastes like earthy poop. And I've gone through a shit ton of these things. Gone through about 65% of them. Awful. When I first received this, it was okay. Went downhill from there. Like I said, I test my products out. Long period of time. At least a week. That's my rant. But I'm doing this review because like I said in my interview with Vape Stars, okay, if you hadn't watched it, go watch it. I'll post a link down in the description. In my interview, I said I post videos. It's mostly stuff that I love, that I'm passionate about. And the stuff that everyone else is raving about at the time, if I'm not liking it, I'm going to post a review. Because I want to let you consumers know. So just like the Uwell Rafale tank with the Uwell Crown version 2, it also comes in these little black tubes. You got two different color options. You got stainless steel or black. So here's the stainless steel tube. Fingerprint, moisture magnet. Top pops off. Inside we got a little, what is this, little card? Little Uwell card. Just like the Rafale authenticity code. And then inside we got our goodies, including our tank. They include some spare O-rings and a gasket. Oh yeah, and also in the tube you receive two cards. You receive an attention card or a warning card. And you also receive this user manual. And this Crown version 2 also comes in this bubble sleeve, and the first thing you are going to see is this gel pack to keep everything dry. Next thing is this coil head. The tank comes pre-installed with a stainless steel 0.25 ohm parallel coil head, and you also receive an extra 0.5 ohm parallel stainless steel coil head. You also receive an extra quartz glass tank. And then at the bottom, you got our Crown version 2. Oh, yes. So here's an up-close view of this Uwell Crown version 2. Now, a few specs for you. She's primarily made of stainless steel. She got a quartz glass tank. She holds 4 mils of juice. That's right, 4 mils of juice. She's 24 millimeters in width, and she's 62 millimeters in height. You got dual adjustable airflow down here at the base. One slot on one side, one slot on the other, okay? You just turn it, and it clicks into place. And it stops one direction, stops the other direction. So it's not spinning into place. I like that. Whatever you adjust on this side, it's gonna be the exact same on this side. She's got top fill at the top, bottom fill at the bottom if you want. Okay, here's the drip tip, stainless steel drip tip, lined with Delrin, dual O-ring down there at the base, and it's got a 10 millimeter bore up top, and it tapers down about a 5 millimeter bore down below. Now, I like this drip tip because it is lined with Delrin, keeps my mouth cool. Here's the drip tip catch cup. Look at that nut down there. That is your locking mechanism to lock this tank. I'll show you in a second. But here's your top fill. Just turn to the left once. It pops out, boom, easy peasy, what a sleazy. In the top fill, you got 2 slots. Okay, one slot over here, one slot over here. I just pour my juice in. But look at this nut, it's reverse threaded. You turn it to the right, and it unscrews it. You turn it to the left, and it tightens it. Right now, it's tightened down, and what it's doing is it's keeping this tank intact, okay? It's keeping it from going loose. The issue that people had with the Rafale and the Crown version 1 was when they went to unscrew the base, okay? The tank will come apart. Well, not now. No longer. They got this nut up here. It keeps everything tight. Same goes to the top. People would unscrew the top fill top cap and the tank would get loose. It would screw the tank apart. Not anymore. That's a good feature. I like it. But yeah, you fill it from the top. When you're done filling up, like I said, it holds 4 mils of juice. You just pop your top cap on there. One turn to the right. Pretty much one turn. And she's good. Pop your drip tip in there. Snuggy duggy. And then we're going to go ahead and unscrew the nut. Now, it's easy to unscrew the nut. All I'm going to do is take the back of tweezers. Again, righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. Reverse threaded. Boom. Pops out. There's the old nut. Now I can screw apart this tank. Top cap / fill port section. And everything about this device is clean, man. No burrs, no scratches. I mean, one rinse, one wash, I was good to go. Hardly any machine oil, hardly any. Looks great. Fantastic quality. Here's the quartz glass tank. And here's the shaft section. Threads are nice and clean. Not the smoothest that I've seen, but they're nice and clean. Tank pops back on. Top cap. Make sure she's nice and tight. Pop the nut back in there. Screw to the left to tighten her up. Oh yeah, and here's the top cap. Now you got this rubber gasket, and that's what keeps everything sealed in. And the coil head that is pre-installed is the stainless steel 0.25 ohm parallel coil head. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew that. We'll get into the coil heads in a second. I'm just going to show you the base right now. Here she is. Again, super clean. Everything about this device is clean, clean, clean. Even the coil heads are clean. Non-adjustable gold-plated 510 pin. Threads are buttery smooth. Uwell Crown 2. www.myuwell.com. Now, some people were having issues with the coil heads not screwing in there all the way. So when people went to screw it into the base, it wouldn't screw all the way down to make contact with a pin. I haven't had any of those issues. I've heard people have having issues like that. My issues have all been flavor. So in my package, the .5 stainless steel parallel coil head came in this little condom, this little sleeve that pops off. Now notice these are a little bit different. The style's new. Look at that. It's got this bullet style coil head thing going on. But this is actually the first type of coil head that Uwell sent me. The bullet style, but look, different material. And I've heard it's like a plated copper material. Now this thing was just, It was no good. I vaped it and it was okay for the first couple hours and then it just went down. It went south, man. It started just, like I said, earthy poop. And with these coil heads, seems like they're using a different material, like the older material. But I tell you, these were just bad from the get-go. It was like I never broke it in. You know how like when you vape with coil heads, cotton coil heads, and you get that earthy taste? It was like that with these, but it never went away and it actually had a poop taste on the end. But as you guys can see, it's got this bullet shape going on and here's the airflow down here at the base. And I tell you what, the design is fantastic. Uwell, I love the design. The airflow is off the chart smooth. Some of the smoothest that I've gotten off a sub-ohm tank. But yeah, these air holes, they go in at an angle and they hit the coil straight on, baby. You got your 4 feed holes, giant feed holes, vertical parallel stainless steel coil head, organic cotton in there. Here's the .5 recommended vape, 50 to 80 watts. Here's the .25 recommended vape, 60 to 100 watts. So yeah, I love the design of the coil heads. I love the airflow. I just don't like the flavor at all. So check it out. They offer a black version and here it is. I prefer the stainless steel. I think the stainless steel looks cleaner, but again, all this is going to be subjective. Look at the lines, man. I mean, it's subtle. It's just clean. So that right there is an up-close view of this Uwell Crown version 2. Let's go ahead and take her back to FaceTime. It's good on the inhale, and it's just on the exhale, on that end note, it's just, that's when I get that earthy buttholeness going. It's just no good, no good, and this is in temperature mode, okay? If I take it in wattage mode, it's worse, because in temperature mode, it kind of pulls back, and I notice in wattage mode, it just keeps going, it pushes more power to the coil, and it's something to do with the wire, it's something to do with the materials, the cotton, I don't know. I don't know what type of materials you're using. Are you using Chinese wire? Are you using different cotton that's making it taste funky? It's not a short, it's not a hot spot. A hot spot would give me a burnt hit. You know what a hot spot feels like, right? That burntness in the back. It doesn't give me that. It just gives me bad taste. So you guys should know the answer to all this going on. Hell no, I wouldn't buy it. Don't like the coil heads. Everything else is great, but the coil heads suck a dick. This is Rip Chippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.